Okay, thanks for the invite. I'm pleased to be here. Thanks, Caroline, David, for the invitation. I have a few supporters in the room. Thanks again to be here. It's good. I'm really pleased to present this presentation considering ESG factors, a guarantee of sustainable value creation for your investors and also for your own company. First of all, okay, be patient with me because it's in English. I will do my best, okay, for sure. But if you want, I can do in French after, okay? No, I'm kidding, okay? Okay, first of all, it's interesting to ask us this question. What do you think are the reasons why investors invest in our company or in your company, or at least in company? It's really important to knowing our investors allow us to make sure our business model is aligned with what investors expect us. And for sure, we can think about investors want to invest regarding probably different reasons. They want to have a return on investment. They want to invest because the stock price is low. They want to invest because about the creation of the value business. They want to invest about the economic context, marketing context, something like that. But do we really know what motivates investors to invest in the company? And it's really important to know that. By example, just a non-significant example. This watch here, okay? I love this watch, by the way. I bought it probably last month or last 2 months. What is the reason I bought this watch? Okay, yes, for sure. The main reason is to provide me what time it is, for sure. Another aspect could be just about all the functionality this watch can provide me again. Or maybe it's just about the brand, Apple. Who loves Apple? Maybe it's just about Apple. They provide future, they provide hope, they provide the best technology, they provide the younger, well, and it's important, you need to know what investors expect from your company. Just considering about the financial aspect and the performance about the company who have a focus on the ESG. Considering the MSCI index, Canada versus MSCI Canada ESG leader, we can see the company with a focus on ESG criteria perform better on a point of view, financial point of view, than the other one. You have the line in blue. It's more a trend or more uptrend. And also, if we see on the S&P 500, the top quintile at the ESG level, the company with a focus on ESG aspect criteria perform better than the other one. And also the line, the yellow line, it's all the MSCI and Sustainalytics and Thomson Reuters is all the index. And Sustainalytics have more focus on the criteria ESG for the company, and it's the reason why it's more higher than the other one. And for investors, it's really important because this indicator demonstrates that the company will be able to mitigate the risk linked to the ESG and make a value creation opportunity for the company and also for investors in the same moment. Another point of view is very interesting because we have a great evolution in sustainability financing. More and more banks or investment funds buy or issue so-called green or sustainable bonds. Green bonds is more focused on climate, and sustain-linked bond is more focused on sustainable and ESG criteria. And it's like a traditional bond. You know, you provide interest to the bondholder, but the proceeds collect must be reinvested in the green or sustainable project. And at the right slide, you have different institution or asset manager who publish green bonds and also sustainability-linked bond framework explain, well, how to proceed will be allocated. And it's really important also to know more and more institutions provide and offer this type of opportunity financial solution. And now, how we can evaluate the performance. All these organizations, for the disclosure, is a bit like a EFSR countable standard, but for ESG on the left side. They introduce standard framework at the high level and affirm that they feed the report and different agencies rate the company ESG performance. On the right side, those agencies rate ESG performance following the disclosure. And it's really important because for investors can have a good reference regarding which company apply the best practices regarding ESG. And after that, again, regarding ESG performance, what does it mean? We have seen how companies differ from the other one previously. Also, those companies, those are financial green and sustainable solution, and how companies are evaluated on their performance. But what does it mean to have a good performance? To have a good performance, we need to establish on 5 elements: governance, stakeholders, risk management, strategy, and metric indicator. Regarding governance, we need to establish a best structure on ESG capacity. Again, for stakeholders engagement, you need to understand and include their perspective in the strategic approach to ESG. Risk management is to identify ESG risk, to mitigate an ESG opportunity, to leverage in the corporate strategy. Regarding the strategy, it's define ESG strategy in the corporate strategy with clear objective, target, and action plan to deliver the ambition. And at the end, metrics and indicator to make sure we report correctly ESG performance and demonstrated value creation to external and internal point of view. Now I have explained a little bit what it means to have a good ESG performance. And now let's have a look on Sayona ESG journey. The Sayona ESG performance is what will build the company legacy. It's important for us to have ESGs integrated in our governance structure because it's drive how we think and how we make decisions. It's where we integrate also our value creation by managing risk, societal value creation, and have a good impact on society. At Sayona, ESG is our legacy, and at the end, we want to leave a legacy. You see this in this video, legacies or ESG priorities for a sustainable legacy. Each element of value is the heart of our organization: sustainable practices, communities, environment, growth, First Nation, organization for sure, building capacity. We want to leave a leg through all of those action and decision regarding that. I want to present to you our case study because our adventure with to establish and define our ESG strategy. We have a lot of support from Pricewaterhouse. I want to say hello, Pricewaterhouse, because we work very well with them to help us to define this. And it's really important because I want to present to you how we have identified our ESG strategy. First of all, as I said with my watch, okay, we need to understand what is the reason, what is my motivation to buy that, or to buy that. And it's the same, we need to understand what our stakeholders, internal part or external part, expect us regarding our organization and regarding our action, regarding the way we want to develop our project. We sent a survey to more 600 stakeholders, internal, external, split in 11 groups of stakeholders: First Nation, board of director, communities for sure, workers for sure, supplier. Well, you see a little bit. We sent a lot of survey to understand and have a good comprehension regarding what they expect us, and we received a response rate to 20%. Yeah, I understand. Probably you say it's not a lot, but you know what? It's good because it's at the high end of the normal bracket. Okay, and and just for our workers, we receive more than 58% from our workers. It's really good. It's more than 1 on 2 employees decided to respond to this survey. At the end, what we were doing with those results, we have established. We have just a catch and compilate in 4 categories: environment, communities, employee, and responsible management. It's what our stakeholders said to us to have a big focus on those categories. And after that, we have selectioned 60 risks based on what our stakeholders said to us. And with those risks, we did the stakeholders interview, and all those risks were evaluated based on likelihood and also severity. And at the end, we were established to selection and identify our main priorities for organization. What does it mean now is we have 7 priorities based on ESG. It means like all our action and also our decision needs to be based on that. By example, just for climate change could be how we can be active contribute to participate to the climate change, and also nature, how our action or decision can be minimize the impact of the nature too. Socioeconomic development, how we can maximize the benefit for our communities. First Nation, for sure, we want to have First Nation as a partner with us. We need to have them proximity and need some capacity with them. Workplace culture and engagement, we want to have our employee with an affiliation and belonging with us. Health, safety, and well-being, for sure, we want to provide a safe place for them. And training and development, maximize talent and people in our organization. This is the heart of our organization and what we are doing now, because it's in progress. We just we worked with Pricewaterhouse since September on that. The final plan is to integrate those plans together. I mean, ESG strategy, business plan, put together to make sure we have a good value proposition for our company, for sure, but also for all of our communities, and also regarding environmental impact also. After that, we will establish and define 3 strategic pillars to support our mission and our vision, and at the end, 3 sub-priorities, their point of view, operational efficiency, ESG, environmental, and community, for sure. Well, at the end, what we expect and what we will do for the next up to now, it's based on this observation. It's the time of our model, and we want to make sure all of our action must be based on what our stakeholders expect from us. It's our commitment. And I would like to say also, we will disclosure our ESG report today for 2022, and we are really proud about our best practices for the last year in terms of environmental, social, and governance. Question. Je peux la refaire en français.
Okay.
Good.
Question?
I'm sorry? For the ESG strategy? Yeah, we are working with the Pricewaterhouse. It's not already finished yet, but for now we have identified those priorities, and we're working to see which framework we will establish to continue with. Yeah, but you have a scoop now. Because Michelle, our Vice President Marketing, I've not seen that. You will see that on Thursday. Everyone have a scoop.
You said you surveyed over 11 different groups. What kind of alignment, if any, exists among all those groups? Are they all saying the same thing, or are there notable differences?
Oh no, we did our stakeholders chart, okay, and all categories we sent at all stakeholders, and all those categories we have already identified and worked with. Yeah, environmental organization, supplier. Well, we extend a large aspect, a large scope.
I'm just wondering, are they all saying the same thing? Does everyone want the same thing, or
Oh no, it's the same survey for everyone. Yeah, because we want to compare apple with apple.
So much variation in those results?
Yes, a little bit, but not much. I mean, the main focus through the result we receive, it's a really focus on environmental aspect, and environmental, societal also, and also socio-economic aspect. The local community wants really to about on our side to have a good impact about building capacity for them and make sure we have the best sensitive regarding environmental, and for sure we. Non, elles ne sont pas encore publiques, not public yet. Maybe I will see if we can public. Yeah, we have those data we can put in public. Yeah. Yes.
So where did the vision to adopt, like I said, these policies, ESG, where did that come from? Was it something new? Is it something that Sayona did a long time ago?
Yeah.
Can you fill us in the journey, let's say?
But because for now, with those survey, now we can understand exactly what they expect on us, and also the vision is more clear regarding the way we would like to develop our company and also our project. We know, by example, if environmental aspect is really strong, and this is exactly what the stakeholders want to have a good sensitive regarding that. For sure, we will make sure the decision and the action and our organization will develop the project with those sensitive, and we'll make sure we have a good reporting and also regarding that.
Second question. So what is the reaction from stakeholders? Because obviously you talked to a lot of different stakeholders. Is this something they expect as standard, or is, what is their feedback?
No, it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because we asked them in the survey, because you have different level maturity in the ESG. You have just a standard, you're doing your compliance or something like that, or you can have a position as leader. And in the survey, we asked them where you see Sayona in position, and they said, I think 65, 70, it's really strong to have Sayona as leader. And for sure, in our organization, we want to have this position, and just with the communities and also the stakeholders said, no way, we expect us to have this position to be a leader. It's the reason why we have the plan for the next year, and also to see which project and which best practices we can do better than just the standard. Yeah.
Any last questions?
So you wanted, sorry, just one more question. So you started the presentation with saying you wanted to understand how investors look at mining companies and Sayona in particular. So would you say, some of these initiatives are driven by, how do we differentiate ourselves as a lithium company?
Absolutely, and not just the lithium company, is for sure for all those for all company, because you will have, because if I decided to choose, by example, to invest in company A and the company B, what is the differentiation? We want to make sure this company will have a sustainable approach and sustainable practices, because it will exist more longer. No social acceptability, no project, no sensitive regarding environment, no project, and at the end, the investors will just say, no way, I want to focus and invest in the company. They have a good sensitive regarding that.
So are you seeing that investors are using this as a baseline from which, this is the bare minimum they're expecting from companies? Or would you say right now it's still a competitive advantage?
Yeah, it's a competitive advantage for sure. Yeah. Because for now, all companies just want to train to do the standard, and ESG is more present in the world, but it's not just a buzzword. You need to make sure you walk the talk regarding that. It's the reason why the reporting is really important, and also those framework and structure regarding agency, something like that, to make sure you can identify who apply the best practices and walk the talk. Then the other one just say the buzz regarding ESG.